This video is brought to you by the lovely sponsors below. Thank you so much for your support. Welcome fellow masters, my name is Musaki from KeiKollections and I'm here with a little bit of information about an upcoming campaign that I've gotten quite a few requests to do. So as I mentioned in my last NA update video, there will be a campaign that will come out that will allow us to choose one free 4-star servant. That is, according to Japan, their 10 million download campaign. That's really huge. Now, I'm not sure of the exact number what we'll be getting, but I am pretty sure that we're gonna get this, as this is one of the few times that Merlin has another rate up. So, the question on everyone's mind is, Musaki, what servant should I choose for this free 4-star servant slot? I have this, I have that, I want this, I want that. I have no idea who to choose, who's the best to choose. Well, I will do my best to help you out with that. Now, before we get into the top 5, there are a couple things I want to mention. The first of these is the fact that if there is a servant that you honestly like, that is your waifu or your husbando, then get them. If you don't have them at all, get them. That's the main thing of the game. No matter what I say here, if you don't like the servants that I recommend, then there's no point in you actually trying to go for it. So, at the end of the day, pick servants that you actually enjoy. Now let's say that's not even an option. Let's say, look, I just need to know who to pick. Then in my opinion, you should definitely value servants that are story locked. And what that means is these servants cannot spook you on event banners. Like for instance, the current NeroFest banner at the time of this recording. You can get Bryn, you can get Nero, and Nero Bride depending on the day. But no matter what, you will not be spooked by a Sabre Alter. You will not be spooked by a Nguyen. So yeah, there are gonna be times where you're not gonna be able to get the things you want. So in those events, I highly recommend just choosing servants that you will not get otherwise, because story gacha is hell. And lastly, you will need to complete Fuyuki in order to take advantage of getting any free servants at all. So for you newcomers, make sure you clear that first before taking advantage of this. Now then, let's get into the top 5, shall we? Number 5. So for number 5, I'm going to go ahead and say any Avenger. So the only two 4-star Avengers that we can get from this campaign are Gorgon and Lobo. Now these two are very good for a variety of reasons. One, in my opinion, better than the other, but everyone has their preference. The main point is, this is a free Avenger class servant. So if you don't have Jolter, don't have any other Avengers, don't even have Angra, this is your chance to finally have that. Now, you might not see the full benefit of it, because hey, you don't really run into rulers that much, but you'll find over the course of this game's history that rulers appear more often than you think, and on top of that, neutral damage to most enemies is pretty good. The good thing about this as well is that Scotty will make Lobo into a fantastic beast, so in my opinion, if you want to go for that, that'd be great. Gorgon does get a strengthening quest later, so honestly, it just depends on which two you like. If I had to choose, it'd be Lobo, but honestly, either one of these two is a great option to pick. Number 4. Next up on the list, it's going to be a support caster of sorts. So when reviewing the list, as honestly came down, it was hard for me. It's either Nito Chris, Helena, or Caster Gil. And as you know, all 3 of these servants can spook you. However, I do believe that Caster Gil would be the pick to choose here. He fits in a lot of strategies, mainly art strategies, but he is a very good unit. He's Gilgamesh, but of casters. And I know that just seems pretty simple, but his art skill is very good, and he also has a very good noble phantasm. He's going to help you out quite a bit, especially with that charisma as well. So in my opinion, picking Caster Gil would be the next obvious option. If you have Caster Gil, then I would say Nito Chris for the farming potential, or Helena because she is mini waiver. Number 3. Next up on the list, I'll say for number 3, this one will have to go to Nguyen. Funny enough, you heard me mention this servant earlier, but yes, Nguyen is story locked to the American Singularity. That is the only time that you can get yourself a Nguyen, and he is an amazing arch crit lancer. This guy can kill most anything when given the proper support, especially with all his skills. The fact that most of his skills are sure hit, or pierce invincibility, or anything, double his arc damage, is nuts. He is an insane unit. I mean, Toho Sniper took Lee Shuwen into her solo, as well as several other streamers. So he is a very good unit to have. This is one of your few chances to get an Arts single target Lancer. So if you want that, if you're in the market for that, I say Lee Shuwen is definitely worth your time. Number 2. For number 2, we're gonna go ahead and say Sabre Alter. Now this one again, she is story locked due to Fuyuki, and she is a very great unit. So most of us have our gripes to the original Arturia. However, this unit is Arturia cheaper with a better mana burst, sacrificing a weaker charisma. Essentially, her damage can keep pace with a 5-star unit, and she's only a 4-star. You have a chance to get her for free. Now that's amazing. I would definitely take that if you don't have her already. I mean, she's gonna be very good for farming. She's gonna be very good in a lot of other situations that are going up against the Lancers. And that slowly but surely becomes more of a problem later on. So in my opinion, Sabre Alter is very good unless you just have a lot of Sabres, which some people do, myself included. So before we go into the final choice, I do have a couple honorable mentions. Hercules, of course, obviously is an honorable mention here. And honestly, I would have said that he's on this list, but the simple fact that you can actually start off this game with him, you know, you don't, not necessarily a need to do this. Now, if you just don't have Hercules at all and you started the game like a year ago, then yeah, I say so. But for the most part, you have the chance to start off with him, and on top of that, you have the chance to be spooked by him. So I definitely think that, while good, not enough to make this particular top 5. Next up on the list, I will say Nguyen. Nguyen, the hot potato boy. He is very good. And as of now, he may not see his full potential, but soon he's getting a strengthening quest that's going to allow him to activate daytime field effect when he needs. And that's good. That's pretty much essential for his damage output kit. So instead of having you wait until it's a sunny day to use him, you actually just effing use him. So the reason why he's not on this list is because it does take a while to get that strengthening quest, and you will have another chance to get a free 4-star. So as of right now, only an honorable mention. Number 1. But now we're gonna go to the final choice, and I think this might be a little bit obvious, but hey, we're gonna go ahead and try. Arturia Alter Lancer. Yes, that's right. The voice of St. Quartz's favored unit of old. Now, she is a fantastic unit, and while lacking the battery of her 5-star normal variant, she outputs a ton of damage. Like, honestly, if you need to take out archers in any field or fashion, this is the unit you're gonna use, especially if you don't have 5-star equivalents. The fact that she's a 4-star helps you easy on the action points. Her mana burst is, again, just as good as her Saber variant, and is very good. And AoE, and the damage on her Noble Phantasm is really good. So honestly, you don't lose anything by having this unit here, and it's gonna make your time a lot easier. I should know, I literally just got spooked by her last week when I was trying to roll for the normal version, and let me tell you, I'm definitely a happy man. So that's gonna go ahead and do it for this top 5 units that I would recommend to get for free when the upcoming campaign comes out. Now, NeuroFest is set to end on 9/11, so I more than likely would see this maybe the week of or week after that, and then we'll probably go into our Halloween rerun. If you want to know a little bit more about a guide to the end of the year, so to speak, I do have a video for that. You can click the eye in the upper right hand corner to check that out. But yeah, definitely give these servants a shot. How about say in the comments, let me know what you would choose if nothing on this list lines up to you. I want to hear what you got to say. Anyhow, thanks again for watching the video. Definitely like and subscribe if you want to see more. And as always, my name is Musaki from KeiKollections, and we're logging out. See ya.